Sup, you fools! Mad ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and we are beat. But it's a good kind of beat. We love what we're doing, but the day is over. 15 countries have rehearsed. The first 15 countries are semi-final one. The rest are going to be tomorrow, along with some other semi-2 finalists. So this is the time when we all get together, the three of us now, and talk about who do you think had the best rehearsal of the day, which is not an easy task, considering we have 15 countries to choose from. So share some with your favorites, but you have to pick one favorite. And then we'll also talk about the country. We're not going to call it the worst anymore. We're going to call it, the country that still requires some improvement, where we can see some growth that we are looking for. So why don't I go ahead and go first? And there were a bunch of countries that I feel like really have grown from compared to the first to the second rehearsal and really impressed me. One of them comes to mind is FYR Macedonia. At first I was like, yeah, it's a good performance of first rehearsal. They let the music do the talking, not too much going on. And now I see how it's coming together with the effect of cutting to one scene to another with those fun lights effect on the screen. What an improvement. There's still some stuff that needs to get fixed because they use different camera shots every single run through, but I can see this one coming together. I loved it. I'm a big fan of the Croatian entry. Franca's voice is too good to be true. I don't even know how to explain it. And she's consistent every single time. I don't even know what to tell her. She's ready. We need to have the semifinal tonight. And she's like, sure, let's do this. I don't care. I've got this. So she is consistently good, and I have no idea what to add. And what else? There are so many other good ones. There were some that had a little more hiccups maybe, but the one that really stood out to me, and that is the one I'm going to pick. And it's because I had this moment every single time, and that is Estonia. There's just something about this, the look of it, the colors of the dress, her voice, the way she communicates with the camera, the way she makes us she draws us in. It's mind-blowingly good, and it's even less about the song, which I'm not even saying it's fantastic. I love Estonia, but I'm really just referring to the entire package. Estonia has it, and she blew me away once again. She's like unstoppable, and therefore my vote as the best, the most impressive performance of the day goes to Estonia. But there's so many good ones, so I don't even know, but I had to pick one, so it is Estonia. So Chris, it's your turn, and now it's not an easy task.
It's a tough semifinal, and we knew it. Now we are damn sure it is a tough semifinal. There are many fan favorites, there are many firm favorites, there are many who get a lot of attention, but I also think we saw such good performance from Lithuania,
yes,
which blew us away at the same time. Estonia was breathtakingly beautiful. Croatia, out of this world. But still, if I have to say which one really blew me away, it must be simply the one I came here and I had zero expectations whatsoever. So I would have to stick with that. For me, the best moment of the day has to be Israel. So it propelled from low expectations on the voice, on the staging. I was like, oof. And I really didn't care a lot for the song until it was like, wow. I'm still not I love Netta. I'm still not a big fan of the song, but now I'm a fan of it. It's grown from really below zero, in my opinion, to really, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there. I see a lot of, it's simply, I'm glad she's here. She belongs to be here, and she will be here for a long time.
Yeah.
It's not her last thing.
No, that's a very good point. So maybe by Tuesday, you will not even be a fan. You will be a big fan. She'll work on that. So no worries. Okay, Effa, what about you?
Well, today it was an amazing rehearsal day to me because every country that I witnessed that every country just improved their vocals, their beautiful stages, and their performances basically. So every single country was really good for me. But there's some country which is really important and really touching for me, throughout this journey, beginning of this journey as well. So it's Croatia for me. I really, stand Croatia. I really love Croatia. I quite like the, improvement. witnessed. I just saw obviously the improvement of the vocals, improvement of the performance. She's alone at stage, which is really risky, but she just handles it really good. With every, like in every attitude, in every way, she just delivers it with the audience and with us as well. She's doing really good with the camera. She's just delivers it to the audience. So I personally really love her. This is something different, but I wanted to mention. But I really love the performance this day. Yeah, today.
So as you can see, different opinions, but it's difficult. So we got Israel for Chris, Estonia for Matt, and then Croatia for Efe. It feels as this year in particular, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like everyone is like bringing their A game. We've been doing Eurovision for quite some time now, right? We have seen a lot of countries, and this is not just us being nice, which I like to think we're nice people, but that's not just trying to like everyone is great, blah 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 stuff. It is insane, don't you agree?
It's insane. I mean, I've been going to the live shows. I've been following it for many years, but I've been going to the actual live shows since 2006. And I still have to point out, 2018 is simply the best year for me, music-wise, company-wise, work-wise. I mean,
and staging-wise, everything, right?
Staging. I mean, I know that there are some points where people say, oh, it's not so big a stage, it's not so over the top, and it's less of some things. But in many, many ways, I would say staging has like, wow, it's so... I think they do an amazing job. It's going to look even so much better. And I know this when the audience is there. It will just, all of the artists will just kick in with the last 10-15% with every performance. I've never witnessed... I hear a lot of music. I go to many, many concerts. I watch and listen to so much music. I have never witnessed anything like this as of today as well, with so many great vocalists.
Yes.
I'm speechless. I really don't know what to say. Sometimes some of them may not pitch completely perfect, but it still sounds good. There are none of them who are bad vocalists.
Yes, absolutely. So the question is now, how are we going to do this now? And I hate doing this, but we always have to pick the one that we say, you know what, this one needs to get a little bit of improvement, right? That didn't quite jive with us. So what country do you think should get a little bit more, should work on a few things like that impressed you the least, for lack of a better word, or maybe even what they could do differently?
Well, I feel completely uncomfortable right now because sadly I need to say Greece, because I really love the song. I really understand the song. I translate it, and I really want to understand the song as being a non-Greek person. But the performance is not just for me. I mean, it's empty for me. I'm so sorry to say that, but it needs to be more and more polished, because it's a song that includes the ethnic, the traditional atmosphere, the chemistry. So it's like a chance to show all the ethnic and traditional mythology and the other things visually in the stage. But today and before today, in the first rehearsal, we just had chance to see just the song with some light effects, with some camera work, and nothing more. So unfortunately, again, I really love the song. I really love the Greek people, but it's just no for me. Just the performance.
The performance itself. All right, so the Greece for Efe. What about you, Chris?
Oh dear, it's not easy to be number 2.
I know.
It's not easy. Well, based on which expectations I had before coming here, how much I loved the song before coming here, how much I loved the first rehearsal compared to today, the one I felt let me down, where I did not feel the song, and which I was like, the only one I could point my fingers at that could use a little bit more improvement on many levels, which I found was there earlier. But also, there's been an online build-up expectations on, oh, just you wait, there will be so much more.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like I was sitting there. It was something that I felt like, oh, I'm giving you this gift. But you're not going to get it today. Yeah. So I felt a bit like cheated on. Yeah. I felt a bit like deceived.
Yeah. What's the country's name, though?
La Grèce. I'm so sorry. But hey, I believe in she can do it better. I know she can. I know she can, but it has to be Greece. My heart is bleeding.
Yeah. Well, what am I going to do? Here's the thing. You can do well, and you don't need a whole lot of shenanigans on stage, right? You have, as I was saying, Croatia just doing a fantastic job with the staging. She commands it. It's the song that it works. It totally works. You have Latvia, the funny girl. You know, she does it on her own, and it works. The Greek song feels to me also something is lacking there. And I pointed out, if you watch my reaction video, there's proof, there's evidence months ago. I love the song. I love the song. It didn't mash. It didn't mash. It feels as the performance does not really deliver the message that it should. Unless you're Greek. Unless you're Greek, then you get it. Whether it's the blue hand, as a person from, I don't know, Norway, they look at that, she's holding up her blue hand. It means nothing to them in the 3 minutes. It seems more of a, what's confusing? And you can say now, well, a good song doesn't need great staging. Look at Salvador. That is true. That is true. And I just look at the song at itself. It's not as a quiet, simple song that just should have a simple staging. With that big, powerful instrumental part, you kind of just expect a little bit more. You expect something to complete the song when you want to really, really impress. And that is what I'm missing here. And that is what's not quite right. And there are too many references maybe to the Greek people to have that kind of, you know, it misses the spark for that reason that for a non-Greek person, it just doesn't reach me. And that, I have to say Greece as well, and it sucks because I love their song. So I guess we all agree on Greece, unfortunately. It was, as you pointed out, maybe it's because we were promised something shiny, and then it was just a rock. In the end, you know, there was something missing. So I'm kind of disappointed, but we had to pick somebody, right? So this is our opinion. I want Greece to prove strong. I want Greece to qualify. Even with that performance, I want them to go through, but I'm just basing it on today's staging and performance. It was just one, I think it requires a little bit more spice. And I guess we all agree on that on this one, huh?
Yeah, also if you go and watch their press meet and greet, where the whole crew is there and they actually talk about the staging, they talk about all the symbols that are in it. It's like, wow, this is... They have thought about every detail here. And it's so rich and full of details that it's almost like you're missing the point.
Yes.
As you say, it's like almost like a whole Greek history and about a universal message about women, about God knows.
Yes.
And it's really tough because for me, again, I love the...
And it wasn't bad. We're not saying it was bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I mean, but still... I love Greece. I love their songs traditionally. I love that they sing in Greek. Yes, they sing in Greek. That's the best that can happen to me because for me, Greece, in my opinion, are the best when they stick to their language. So,
I know it hurts your heart. I know, I get it. So, oh yes.
Yeah. But I want to say something for the Greek people. Evaristos for this beautiful song. Sagapapoli, Hellas, Ellada. Love you all.
Whatever that meant, but I believe it.
Yeah.
Whatever he said. But that's just our opinion, folks. We can be totally off and other people feel differently about it. It was just our impression coming from the press center. Let us know below. Who do you think had the best rehearsal based on the clips that you saw, and which one was the when you were like, oh, I was expecting more. Let us know. We want to read about it and we're going to respond. So better be clear about what you want to say. So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. And we will then do a few more, 50 more songs, right? 9 more semifinalists and the 6 direct qualifier finalists. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to pass out right here, right now. Goodbye.